welcome back to my channel. The story I'm going to read is called Beach Day. It's basically Meeting the Baku Squad by Angel Lise. So let's just get into this. Hey Katsuki, Ryan said as she pets his hair. His head is currently lying in her lap. Yeah? When am I going to meet your friends at UA? She and Katsuki weren't going to the same school since they wanted to be different things. She wanted to be a doctor while he wanted to be a hero. Ryan had always wanted to meet his friends but never got a chance to. I don't fucking know, he grumbled as he played his game on his phone. Come on, don't you want them to know who your best friend is? She pouted. I would, but they're also fucking annoying, most of them at least. I can tolerate a few, he said. Well, why can't I meet those few? If I say yes, will you shut up? Okay, fine. The class is having a beach day this weekend. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go, but I guess since you want to meet everyone, we could both go, he said as he sat up. Wouldn't your class be mad if I went? I wouldn't want to interrupt something if it's supposed to be a class thing, Ryan said. I don't really fucking care if they get mad. If they don't want you there, then we'll just hang out by ourselves. Either way, we're going to be at the fucking beach, he said. Okay, I should go buy a bathing suit. I haven't bought one in a while, and my other one is kinda small now, Ryan mumbled and got up from the couch and grabbed her bag. Where are you going? He said. The mall. I need to buy some stuff for the beach. You wanna come? She said as she headed for the door. Nah, I don't feel like going shopping. Just don't take too fucking long. Oh, you're gonna miss me? Ryan smiled at him. No, what the fuck gave you that idea, dipshit? She simply laughed and walked out the door. A few hours later. Ryan, hurry the fuck up. You're taking forever, Katsuki yelled from the bottom of the stairs. I'm coming. She laughed as she walked down the stairs. It's about time. I've been waiting for 15 minutes. Gosh damn it. Katsuki complained. Whatever, let's just go. I can't wait to meet everybody. The girl squealed as she ran outside. Ryan locked the door behind her and quickly made their way to the beach. They soon spotted a group of teenagers messing around at the picnic table. As they grew closer, Ryan grew nervous. Katsuki, what if they don't like me? She whispered. Why wouldn't they fucking like you? I don't know. I'm kind of getting obnoxious, I guess, she muttered. There's nothing to worry about. If they have a fucking problem, we'll leave, he said. Ryan nodded and grabbed into his arm, feeling more comfortable. Look, it's Bakugo, a red-headed boy said. With a girl, a purple-haired boy said. The boy was very short and seemed to be looking up at her. Everyone began to gather around and began to introduce themselves. Hi everyone, I'm LNYN. It's very nice to finally meet all of you, Ryan replied. Everybody chattered, and the girls began to pull the female away from Katsuki. Katsuki immediately complained and tried to make his way over to her, but the boys stood in his way, all with smirks on their faces. LN, how about we go swimming? An invisible girl said. Sure, let me just go change into my bathing suit. I'll be right back. Ryan smiled at the girls and headed off into the changing room. Once done, she walked out and sighed as she felt the cool breeze against her skin. She saw Katsuki being surrounded by the boys. Little did she know, they were all teasing him about bringing a girl to the class together. Katsuki, why don't we all go in the water? I'm sure the water will feel great, Ryan smiled as she approached them. Well, yeah, okay. What the fuck are you wearing? Katsuki had turned to look at her and was now turned a shade of red. It's the new bathing suit I bought the other day. Do you not like it? Does it look bad? She said as she began to feel self-conscious. It looks amazing, baby. Oh my gosh. It looks amazing, baby. Maybe you can take it off for me later, the short, purple-haired boy smirked. Huh? Ryan immediately became frustrated and didn't know how to respond. I think I'd rather not, she said awkwardly. What's your name again? I don't think we properly met. I'm Minora. Oh, sorry, I don't know how to say his last name. But you could call me Daddy. You better shut your fucking mouth before I fucking shut it for you, pipsqueak, Katsuki said as his hand began to crackle. He began to stomp towards Mineta and grabbed the pervert before he ran away. He landed a single punch before YN jumped in to stop him. Katsuki, it's fine, she said as he tried to calm him down. That little shit just told you to call him Daddy, and it's fine. Sorry, I was about to crack up laughing. It's not like he touched me. If he did, then that would be a different story. The guy is a little straightforward, but I'm sure he's not that bad. I've heard worse. Besides, I'll let you get a good punch in, YN said. But, Katsuki, let him be. Fine, he muttered as he grabbed her arm. Where are you taking me? We're going for a swim. You're the one who wanted to go into the ocean, he growled as he dragged her forward. Oh, okay. You could have just said that. YN smiled as she began to run for. She splashed around as soon as her feet hit the water. Oi, look where you're splashing, Katsuki complained. YN smirked and splashed water at him before running. Oh, you're fucking dead, he said as he began to run after her. She laughed as she looked behind her, noticing that Katsuki began to use his quirk to chase after her. He caught up fairly quickly and wrapped his arms around her waist. Katsuki, let me go! YN laughed as she tried to wiggle out of his grasp. Not until I get my revenge, he said as he lifted her above him. Katsuki Bakugo, don't you dare! The female yelled as she tried to get down. Before she knew it, she was tossed into the water. She made it to the surface and groaned. He's so getting it now. YN began to use her quirk to make the water lift up. She had water-based quirk, and it was sure to give her the advantage at the moment. She created a giant wave and crashed it over Katsuki. She laughed as she came to the surface. You want to fight? He yelled as she swam towards her. You bet I do, you said with a smile. He used his quirk to make the explosion splash water towards you. She giggled as it landed on her. You can do better than that, YN teased. He groaned as he began to attack her with the water. She simply used her quirk to pull him underwater. She let him go almost immediately, only pulling him about less than 2 feet under the water. She waited for him to resurface, but he was taking longer than expected. Katsuki, she mumbled out as she began to look around, hoping to see him pop up. Katsuki, she yelled louder. YN began to panic. Did she accidentally pull him under too far? Did she just drown her best friend? She swam around, just hoping to get a glimpse of ashy blonde hair. She gasped as she dragged towards the sandy beach. Once you were on dry land, you looked over and saw Katsuki smiling at you. Katsuki, you jerk! You scared me! YN scolded before punching him in the arm. He just laughed and picked her up and placed her over his shoulders. He had placed her down at the towel she had set up earlier. You're so lucky you're my best friend. If not, I would have killed you, YN murmured. He smiled a bit as he cleared his throat. Yeah, about that, I wanted to ask. YN, let's eat. We packed a lot of food, the girl who had introduced herself as Yoraka Achako said. YN nodded in her direction and stood up. What were you gonna ask me, Katsuki? She said as she helped Katsuki up. Nothing. We should go before everything is gone. The guys eat like fucking pigs, he said as she pulled her arm along. The both of them quickly served themselves and sat down at the table. Hey, LN, the girl known as Momo called out. Yeah? Can we ask you a few questions? We wanted to get to know you, she said. Sure, I don't see why not, she smiled. Everyone of the students began to ask her questions, simple questions, about the school she went to and all sorts of things. Okay, enough with the shallow stuff. Let's get deeper, Mina said. Deeper? YN questioned. Yeah, I want to know how long you and Bakugo have been dating, the pink girl said. This made both her and Katsuki choke on their food. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? YN said. Her voice was entirely high due to the surprise and nervousness. You guys aren't dating? Kaminari said, shocked. No. Oops, sorry. I just kind of considered Bakugo hates people, but he seems to really like you, Mina said. What kind of bullshit logic is that? I like people, Katsuki yelled. We all know that's a lie, Bakugo. You call people you don't know extras, and in the beginning, you didn't even bother to remember our names. And I'm pretty sure you still don't, Kirishima retorted. That sounds like him. YN smiled. You shut up. She simply laughed and pinched his cheek. Aw, don't be like that, Katsuki, she teased as he was turning slightly red. How long have you known each other? Zero said. Only like 4 years. We met in middle school and the first year of junior high. When our two classes joined together for a project, we were partnered up. At first, we didn't get along, but quickly changed when his mom kept inviting me for dinner. YN laughed, remembering how Katsuki would text you after getting your number for the project about his mom wanting you over. Little had she known that she wanted her over too. Aw, that's so nice, Yuraka said. Yeah, Momo nodded. Okay, YN, if you're single, do you mind not going on a date with me? Kaminari said, with a grin. Nah, I think she wants a real man like me, Mineta said as he flexed his quote-unquote muscles. What the fuck? In no way in hell I'm going to let you two shits take her on a date, Katsuki yelled. That's her choice, not yours, Bakubro. Besides, you two aren't dating, so it shouldn't matter to you, Kirishima said. Shut up, shitty hair. None of you are good enough. And according to you, who is? Zero asked. No one, but He stopped himself mid-sentence and began to stutter as he realized what he was going to say. Wait, are you actually stuttering? Kaminari laughed. No way, he's blushing too, Mina said. Am not, Katsuki said, began to get even more redder. Aw, you're too cute, Katsuki. YN giggled. Shut up, he growled. She just laughed before turning to Kaminari and Mineta. I'm flattered, you two, but I'm already interested in someone else. I'm sorry, but I have to decline, she smiled at them. Katsuki suddenly got up and grabbed his things before walking away. Katsuki, where are you going? YN yelled. She got up and began to follow him. Home, he said simply. What? Why? We're having so much fun. She whined a little. I never said you were coming with me, he growled. Huh? What do you mean? I'm leaving. You can stay here for all I care. Hope you fucking enjoy yourself. I barely know these people. You can't just leave me here all by myself, she said as she went to grab his arm. Why don't you invite the person you were interested in then? I'm sure they're going to be better fucking company. He pulled away and glared at her. YN paused and smiled and began to laugh. What the fuck are you laughing at, dipshit? Katsuki, you're jealous, aren't you? What? Fuck no. Why the fuck would I be jealous, he growled. Well, it's kind of obvious. You left right after I rejected Kaminari and Mineta and kind of blew up at me a bit, which you don't usually do. YN smirked. Okay, whatever. So what if I'm fucking jealous? It's not like it matters. Katsuki, of course it matters. You're my best friend. I care about how you feel. There's the fucking phrase again, he sighed. Huh? You keep calling me your best friend, and I fucking hate it. I don't want to be your best friend. I want to be more. But it's obvious that's never gonna happen if you're interested in someone else. Katsuki, you're really dense, aren't you? She smiled. I'm interested in you, dumbass. I've always been. What? How do I know you're not fucking with me? YN sighed as she walked forward and grabbed his shoulder. She pulled him down and placed her lips on his. He tensed up but quickly melted into her kiss. When she pulled away, she looked at him in his eyes. "Was that enough proof for you?" she asked. "I don't know. I think I needed a little more convincing," he smirked. She giggled as she leaned in for another kiss, as they were interrupted by loud cheering. YN jumped back and felt a dark blush creep into her face as she saw Katsuki and the whole class was cheering around them. "Huh? What the fuck is this shit about?" Katsuki said. You have no idea how much we were shipping you two. You guys look so cute while playing in the water. We couldn't help but think you guys were a couple," Nina said. "When you told us you weren't, we were all shocked. So I thought it would take the invitation to get you two together." Mineta was still just being perverted as usual. "But I thought, what if Katsuki got jealous? He would ask LN out or something." "Looks like my plan worked," Kaminari said. Bakugo growled and began to stomp towards the electric boy, but was quickly stopped when he felt a hand on his shoulder. He turned to see YN smiling at him. "If it weren't for him, I would never have kissed you." "Fine, but if he actually flirts with you, he's dead," Katsuki sighed. The girls began to pull YN away again, and Bakugo was congrats for getting a girlfriend. Then there was a yelp and some gasps. The boys turned to look at the girls and saw Mineta on top of YN. "Katsuki!" as she yelled as she saw the look of lust in the small boy's eyes. The ash blonde immediately went to his girlfriend's aid and pulled the pervert off of her. "You alright, babe?" She blushed at the pet name but frowned and looked down. "He groped me," YN said quietly. Bakugo gave a deadly glare at the boy who was trying to crawl away to escape and grabbed him by the collar of the shirt. "What do you want me to do?" Bakugo said, looking back at her. "Beat his ass." Bakugo smirked and looked at the great boy, ready to beat the shit out of him. Okay, that's all. That was like kind of a long one. But yeah, that was cute, low-key though. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next video.